the latest coming in, and there's more details trickling in as we speak. Remember, Hemant Soren is in Ranchi. And we also saw just a couple of minutes ago visuals coming in from the JMM meeting which was taking place. Part of the meeting, we also saw how Hemant Soren's wife was in attendance, and there's a big buzz as we speak over a likely leadership change. Amidst all this, more news coming in as per sources how ED has gathered additional evidence and documents that required further examination of Hemant Soren, and that's why fresh summons were issued to him. On the 20th, remember, Hemant Soren was summoned. He appeared before the agency in the alleged land scam case, and 14 accused have been arrested in the meanwhile. So that's the latest coming in on why the Enforcement Directorate wants to question Hemant Soren. But remember, the big development of the hour has been how, amid the search for untraceable Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren, after being missing for over 30 hours since the ED turned up at the residence in the national capital, he has surfaced at his official residence in Ranchi. He emerged in his car just a short while ago, and then we saw visuals coming in of how he was holding a meeting with his party men. Soren surfaced hours after Times Now accessed pictures of the stunning cash haul seized from his residence in the national capital by the Enforcement Directorate officials. As per sources, it totals to about 36 lakh rupees. What's also set tongues wagging is that Hemant Soren immediately on surfacing, like I said, was holding a meeting with his party ministers and MLAs, and also in that meeting was his wife Kalpana Soren, who is not an MLA. And that's why this is so very interesting, because there is tremendous speculation now about a change in the leadership in JMM in Jharkhand. The JMM is also scheduled to address a press conference shortly, this around 4:30 p.m. So all eyes really on the announcement that will be made by the JMM. Priyank and Bhavtosh are joining us with the latest. Bhavtosh, to you first, tell us about the investigations. What next for Hemant Soren? The CMO, of course, conveyed yesterday that he's going to appear before the agency on the 31st, and comes this massive political development while he's interacting with his party men. But what about the agency? What does it plan to do next?
Well, they have said that last time he was questioned, that was on 20th of January, and there is no vindictive move, and they had said that summons were issued after carrying out their due diligence, and they had arrested 14 individuals in this case, and they have recorded the statements of not only the 14 who have been arrested in this case, but also other witnesses in this case. Remember, Christine, this investigation started way back in November 2022. 51 places have been searched, over 100 locations have been searched by the Enforcement Directorate, and only then summons were issued to Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren. And it was reluctance on the part of Hemant Soren to join the investigation from last August onwards. And then this dramatic development took place yesterday when ED officials went to the residence of Jharkhand CM in South Delhi. And then those searches lasted for over 14 to 15 hours. And then we saw these tweets that were put up, and also the visuals that have been put up by the Jharkhand CM's office. Now, what will happen next is that he has said that he will join the investigation, that he's willing to join the investigation at his office and his residence in Ranchi. ED officials have said that they are examining the letter. But what they have said is that they have enough evidence to confront him, including the statements of 14 accused who have been arrested, and also the evidence that they have gathered over a period of time. One has to wait and see what will happen tomorrow, but it would be an interesting developments that will take place from here onwards. They have said that fresh evidence they have gathered during the raids and searches, and the 36 lakh rupees will also be answered by Mr. Soren and the BMW car that he was using whenever he used to visit the capital.
Okay, this essentially is a response in that sense coming in from the Enforcement Directorate to the complaints raised by Hemant Soren, because the party, of course, in totality, along with several INDI partners, continues to call it political vendetta against the opposition in the country in the run-up to elections, of course. Stay on with us, Bhavtosh. Priyank, we are learning that he visited Bapu Dham after interacting with the party legislatures, and now he's on his way back. Is he headed back to his residence? Because we're also expecting a conference by the JMM shortly. 4:30 is the time we've been given.
Yes, the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren, is back to his official residence where he was holding a meeting earlier with the GMM party workers as well as those MLAs. But at this moment, certainly the press conferences are going to start in a few hours from now. First of all, at 4:15, the former Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Bapu Dham, will be holding a press conference, and certainly he is expected to take a jab on the CM missing for more than 30 hours. Then counter to that, around 4:50, there is a press conference which is expected to happen from the GMM side, where the GMM will be giving their version first time. We know that they have been saying that the Chief Minister has been very much there, but since he was out of the traces of the agencies and their own offices for more than 30 hours, and since he has already broken the protocol which need to be followed for any Chief Minister of the state, it is going to be very important to be seen that what are the issues which are being highlighted from all these sides. But as Bhakto said, all eyes are there on tomorrow's ED's questioning, which is expected to happen at 1 p.m. At the residence of the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, with the fresh set of evidences and the recovery which has been made by the ED in the searches which were carried out yesterday.
All right, many thanks for that, Priyank and Bhavtosh. We'll keep coming back to you. That's our top focus story of the day. A quick break with that. We'll be right back.